It's 10:25, May 17th here. Here's my stuff. I'm getting ready to leave. Finally came to the point where Catalina and I decided to split up. Heading out. It's a real hard thing to do. It's kind of hard to sit here and walk away from something you kind of put off what you really wanted to be doing for the last 2 years. It is what it is.
For the day I break these chains, I'm bound for the life of the simple things.
Hey there everybody, so this is a real tough video for me to make for a lot of different reasons, and the biggest one is just, it's hard to balance trying to, keep an ex-partner's, basically their privacy, at the same time with me getting to let you guys know somewhat of an idea of what's been really going on in my life. And so she's asked me to, after this video, basically not to talk about her again on the channel. And we've been having a hard time at it, guys. Recently, the last 3 months, it's been pretty bad. We've been having a hard time getting along. We just don't see eye to eye. And I just don't understand why we can't seem to get along. And it's not a new instance, right? We've been progressively getting worse. I would say we started being, abnormally amount of fighting back at Adventureland when we were working there, and it's been progressively getting worse. And I kind of need to tell you guys a little bit. Catalina and I we've been on and off for 6 years. We've broken up two other times in the past. And in fact, a lot of people don't know this, that about 3 months before I left on the van trip, that if you're a new subscriber and you never saw that, I'll go ahead and post some kind of list for you guys to go see that. But about 3 months before I left on that journey, we'd broken up back then. And she ended up coming out and seeing me. I was having such a good time, and she told me she wanted to go and do it with me. And then it kind of was a thing where when I got back to Houston to start doing the plans to actually get going, she didn't seem to be really all into doing that anymore. And then I let her know that I was gonna do it. It's what I really wanted to be doing, and that I wasn't gonna be mad at her if she didn't go. And she told me that she did want to, and she was just scared. So I believe that was the case, but I don't know. Over time, I think it wore on her, and I can't go back to doing the static thing, and not when I found something that I'm really passionate and I want to be doing, And give you an idea about myself, I've been married before, and I was married for 12 years, and I forwent a dream that I had at that time. I had an interest in being a naval aviator, and I ended up not doing it because I couldn't go to the academy, the Naval Academy, being married and everything. And and then I went from having this dream of what I wanted to do in life to making the woman I was with that dream, and I made her my whole life. And so when I got sick and we started going through the divorce process and splitting up, it was like losing my entire life. And so I just gotta go and be me. And we decided to split up because we're so unhappy right now with each other and with our situations. And I don't know. I don't think she's a bad person, and I want you guys to know that. I'm sure most of you don't think that. But we just didn't see eye to eye, and I went ahead and I left her the RV. Figured that would make the transition easier for her, and she could be able to sell it and have enough that she could set herself up in an apartment again. And I'm sorry about the audio quality on this and the video and stuff. I'm having to use a real cheap camera, so if the audio sucks, I apologize. Hopefully it's okay. Anyways, I mean, really ultimately, what I've been doing this last 2 years is kind of diverted away from, my original purpose of this channel, and well, not this channel because it was out there just doing it. The channel came secondary, but like when I started out doing this, I had like a real defined purpose, and a lot of what I've been doing the last 2 years has been away from that initial purpose. I mean, here, I'll go ahead and play a little bit of that first video I ever made. My entire life, all the things that I've done, the only times that I've been like truly happy, like really enjoying myself, is when I've been out traveling, meeting new people, seeing new sights, experiencing new things. And I just haven't seen where I could really afford to go and travel like I wanted to on just a regular corporate salary without living in my van. And I just got sick of corporate America too, to be completely honest. Just the dishonesty, the less than hard working at a lot of times that people are, the employer demands on your hours and your time, the excessive politically correctness, just all kinds of sort of things, and so that was part of it. And of course, the corporate America thing, by living in my van, I don't have to go and give somebody a minimum of 40 hours of my life every single week. Another thing is by living in my van, the costs of being mobile are so much less. I also am not tied down and owned by my belongings, and really that's what it felt like to me. The second reason, really, that is that I really wanted to kind of have a lighter footprint on the earth. I mean, I think the lifestyle that we live, especially the suburban one, where we are so wasteful. I mean, we heat and cool a lot more home than any of us need, and that has an impact on the planet. And I wanted to have less of an impact on the planet. Although that's secondary, it is another big part of why I chose to live in my van. when I headed back to Houston from that initial van trip, I had this very defined plan to go and do, and I got diverted and sidetracked from it, and I'm gonna get focused again. I'm gonna get back to that. Here's a little clip from a video from an interview that I was in to kind of give you an idea of what that plan was originally.
So what I want to build up for myself is a completely mobile income. So the concept of personal finance is about having a four-legged table, right? You know, for retirement's sake. Well, I want to take the same perspective of, you know, I don't want to have my income in just one basket that can be pulled away from me. I want to have those four legs. So if I lose one, it may be wobbly, but it's still a standing table. And so my concept is to have some of the funds come from the YouTube. I'm in the process of developing some websites. I hope to earn income from those as well. Some of it through affiliate advertising, and then some of it through ad revenue. The next thing that I really want to do is I want to have some sort of income source that is more labor, but like, for instance, there's something that I'm looking into with doing like virtual assistants for real estate agents, and I think it would be cool to be able to build that into a small business where I could even help the community some with it. Okay. And then I want to do some work camping. So some different places set up, maybe a month or two here, a month or two there, work, and the rest of the time have free, more physical work. I think that's a good base of income.
Just to let you guys know, all of you that out there that reached out to me, told me you were worried. I'm really sorry that I made you worry. I'm sorry it disappeared for a couple of months, and those of you that showed your concern, I really appreciate it, and just so you know, like, this channel is everything. You guys are everything. This channel is you. I mean, it doesn't exist if it's not for that. And those of you guys that were kind of rude or shaming me and stuff like that, to be quite frank, I don't really feel a need to apologize to you. I can't imagine that you haven't had some point in your life where, it was a real major, it's traumatic. I mean, that might seem a little dramatic, but no, this process in this last couple of months, it's been kind of traumatic. I imagine you guys, some of you guys that were being rude and everything to me or shaming me for not posting, I'm sure you guys have had some traumatic time period, what you thought was emotionally really heavy, and I doubt you really wanted to talk to everybody and tell everybody what was going on. And not only that, but having a partner that doesn't want you to share it, you need to respect that. And she didn't want me to be sharing what was going on, and that was most of what was going on in our lives at the time. So, but yesterday, just go ahead and leaving and making a decision on it, and for both of us, I think yesterday I was reducing my own world suck.